Hello, today I'm going to be reacting to this video called Toxic Newt by Brave Wilderness. Since Roblox is really laggy on my recording OBS, so I have to do it. I'm just going to react to this Toxic Newt by Brave Wilderness.
I see it. Right here, about 2.5 feet in front of me.
Just go for it.
Got it!
Whoa. So, if it's toxic, it must be. Okay, let's just go. So he's in Washington.
The last place one would think to look for an amphibian is at the top of a mountain. However, in a secluded lake on Orcas Island, it just so happens that one exists. And we were told that all it takes to find one is a little searching amongst the lily pads. All right, guys, so we have made it to water. I'm gonna head out across this log and see.
His name is Brave Wilderness, and he really is brave because he takes bites and stuff. If you don't know this guy, check him out. Okay, let's go.
See if I can find anything. Check this out. It's a mountain lake. Whoa.
Wow, pretty nice.
Now, normally I'd be excited looking for turtles, but we are way too high up for there to be any reptile activity.
He's walking a log. He could fall in there and get bitten by a toxic newt. Okay, let's go.
But I'm told there's a chance we could come across rough-skinned newts. So I'm gonna start searching and hopefully we can come across one of these elusive little amphibians.
So he put a camera in the water so he could find one, and then he looks at the camera and then he finds one and he grabs it. That's what he's doing right now.
Hey, Coyote, Mario's got some newts over here, man. They're pretty big, too.
Mark and Mario have spotted some newts, so I'm gonna move through all this muck and mud and see if we can catch some. I see it. Right here, about 2.5 feet in front of me.
Just go for it. Go for it.
Oh my god, he got it. No way. Wow, this guy's really cool.
Got it!
Yes!
Woo! There we go! Yes!
Nice.
Check
Mario.
that out!
There are
Good
newts here,
spotting,
man.
Mario!
Big.
Right. Dude, high five. And that is a rough-skinned newt. Okay, let's get up here out of the water and get it up close for the cameras. Woo! Well, that didn't take long. Check it out. Yeah, no question about it. That is a rough-skinned newt right there. And look at that little amphibian. How adorable is that newt?
It is pretty adorable, but it's toxic, so it might bite or something. I don't know if he's getting bit or he's just looking at it, but I've never watched this, so I think this is pretty cool. Let's go.
You see all the bumps running along the length of the body?
Definitely. Oh, yeah. All bumpy.
Pretty crazy, right? Hence the name rough skin. Now, if I turn it like this and we look at its underside, look at that, bright orange.
I've heard that bright colors means it's poisonous, so I don't think that's good. Bright orange, but I think the toxic newt is being nice for now.
Oh, yeah.
And notice how that bright coloration runs down the length of the tail? That's called aposematic coloration, and this bright color warns any potential predator that I am toxic. Now, if a predator like a raccoon or a fox comes down to the lake and finds one of these newts, and let's say it eats it, there is a good chance that that animal is going to become very sick, or it could potentially die.
Wow, so a little newt could do that to like a crocodile that eats it or something, I don't know. Well, they're pretty powerful, as you can see.
Now, I heard these are one of the most toxic amphibians in the United States.
It is one of the most toxic amphibians. However, I'm in no danger right now because the toxin, which can be secreted through the skin, is not harmful unless you actually ingest it. So as long as I don't eat this newt, I'm going to be just fine. And look at that, it is on the move. It's saying right now, oh,
Of course he wouldn't eat the newt, so he's fine. So if you ever find one, just don't eat it. I don't know who would do that.
okay, just want to get back into the water so I can start hunting for the evening. And what they feast on are small invertebrates. Any sort of larva, little water bug, or even something like maybe even a small fish would be fair game. That is one adorable little amphibian.
Oh, look, he did a back roll.
Yeah, they'll do anything they can to get away. It's best if I just let it walk from hand to hand. Here, let me kind of...
Now, Coyote, are these only aquatic? Do they live on land or just in the water?
Well, they start their early stages as being completely aquatic, as large.
So you can learn some stuff about the toxic newt if you didn't know about this. I think I've heard of it, but okay. Let's learn some stuff about this thing.
And then as they get older, like this is an adult, they can obviously go onto land. They're semi-terrestrial, but they spend a majority of their time in water. That's where they breed, that's where they hunt, and like most amphibian species, they do need to stay moist, but because this is a newt, its skin can dry out without it having any sort of real negative effect to the animal. In fact, they can travel for miles over land, moving from body of water to body of water.
Now, I've noticed because we've filmed with salamanders and newts, newts seem to be a little more lumbery. They don't move as fast. Why is that?
No, they don't. You know, they're faster in the water than they are on land. And as you can see, they do not have webbed feet. And there are 4 toes on the front, 5 toes on the back. And they kind of walk.
That's weird how they have 5 in the front, 4 in the back. Well, I guess that's just how they're made, but that's kind of different compared to us and everything else. Well, every animal's different. Let's go.
Up on all fours when they're traversing across forest terrain, much faster in the water than they are on land. And pretty well camouflaged too. I mean, if you didn't know what you were looking for, mixed in with pine cones and sticks and pine needles, that creature is almost completely invisible to the human eye. All right, let's bring you back up here. Look at those eyes, big buggy eyes. Looks like the eyes of a toad. And I love that about most amphibian species.
If you look at it like that, it actually looks like a toad, except it's a little different.
How they have those big eyes that sit up on top of their skulls.
Yeah.
Now look at the tail. This is a great opportunity for us to see how long and flat it is. That's like a rudder. And when I went to catch this newt, it took off so quickly. It was just a burst of power from its tail that jetted it forward, and I just barely was able to grab a hold of it.
Pretty crazy.
And get it out of the water. A lot faster than I thought it was going to be. Wow. That is one speedy little amphibian.
Yes, it is.
Well, how cool is this? Exploring around a mountain lake, and we managed to come across one of the most common amphibians in the state of Washington, the rough-skinned newt. I'm Coyote Peterson. Be brave. Stay wild. We'll see you on the next location. If you thought getting up close with the rough-skinned newt was fascinating, make sure to go back and watch the episode where we got several species of salamanders and
extremely poisonous newt. Oh, I'll watch that later, I guess so. So that was a pretty nice video. Bye guys, have a good day. Jules goes out. Tell me if you want more React videos.